What's up, you guys? And in today's video we're doing it like we used to do back in the day and just drive and talk. So right now I'm going to the doctor. I have a doctor's appointment. I messed up my back working out, so had an MRI about a week ago. Now it's a follow-up appointment to see what the hell's going on with my back. If hopefully I didn't mess up anything, fingers crossed. Anyways, in this car ride, I thought it was a perfect time to talk about what I like about the Ford Raptor. I've had this Raptor for about 3 months now. I got it in December, I believe, or end of November. So why not talk, my impressions, my 90-day impressions of the Raptor, what I like, what I hate, and if I recommend it to anybody. We're not car guys, we're not car guys by any shape or form, but we like cars. We've driven a lot of cars, and we know what we like, we know what we enjoy, and that's it. We enjoy having cars. We like having the newest, coolest thing, or just having, something fun. It doesn't have to be the fastest, it just has to be fun, and this is one of those cars. But before we start, let's talk about our sponsor, Rose Gold and Black. As you guys know, they are a sponsor and partner for this channel. They sponsor a lot of our videos, and it's amazing. We're able to dedicate full time to our YouTube channel because of them, because of the sponsors. We can buy cars for the channel so you guys can see. The reason we can do this Raptor build, and you guys know that I'm building this Raptor. I have no other, I don't have car sponsors, I don't have anything like that, just the sponsors that we get, like Rose Gold and Black, and we appreciate our sponsors. And I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about them and just encourage you guys to check them out. I'll have the link down below. Check them out, guys. Everybody that has checked them out after we recommended has fallen in love with these bracelets. A lot of you guys haven't done so, or a lot of you guys haven't given Rose Gold and Black the opportunity to just check them out. For the price you're getting good quality accessories for men that look very masculine, but at the same time your wife can use it, your girlfriend can use it. They have the bead bracelets that I have shown you guys right here. They have rings, they have watches now, and they also have necklaces. All these accessories are conversation starters. People are gonna love it, people are gonna use it. I gave it to one of my friends, and this guy takes this bracelet wherever he goes. Right now he's in Tokyo, and we were talking, and he's like showing me the Rose Gold and Black that he's wearing, and he says he doesn't take it off. The only time he takes it off is when he's at work as a firefighter. So as you can see, it's a masculine accessory that even firefighters use. They're known to be this masculine, big guys, tough guys that, they don't wear accessories and stuff like that. But this guy's a firefighter. He uses Rose Gold and Black. He loves it. He takes it everywhere. So why not check it out? I'll have the link down below. Check them out. Great prices for you guys, the family of the Zunigas. Anyways, let's get to the main content of this video. What I want to talk to you about is what I like. I like a lot of things about this car, but I also dislike a few things, and here I'm just nitpicking, I guess, so you can say that, just because of the things I dislike are quick fixes for the majority of them. So the first thing that I hate about this car, and a lot of new cars have it, I understand, but for a truck, it's something that shouldn't be there. It's the auto start and stop button. This thing is one of the most annoying things there is in this car, but there is a quick fix. The only problem with it, let's say if you don't use this quick fix, and I'm gonna do a full video on that, on how to fix it. If you guys have an F-150 or a Raptor, I'll show you guys how to do that. Anyways, the thing with this is that every time you come in, you have to turn it off. It's not like it stays off as soon as you press the button and it'll stay off completely forever until you turn it back on. Every time you turn off and turn the car back on, you have to deactivate it. If not, it's going to be on, and then that auto start and stop feature is going to be on, and it's going to be annoying the crap out of you. But there is a quick fix to it, and honestly, it's very simple. I'm going to show it to you guys in the next video, and it will deactivate it completely. You don't have to touch anything back here. You don't have to have any jumper cables or anything. You just connect to the computer and basically quote unquote hack into the system and do something, very quick to change a few things, a few parameters, and that will be completely deactivated. Now, the next thing that I hate about this car, so this car has, compared to my other truck, has a bigger gas tank. That's a good thing, so it means you have a longer range, fuel range with it, but at the same time, you're paying a lot more money. For example, my old truck, I would pay maybe $60 to fill it up. With this thing, I pay $100 to fill it up. Now, the problem doesn't come so much on how much I'm paying for gas, because, you know, if I'm getting a longer range, that's fine, but it's not that much longer. With my old truck, with $60, I was able to do an average about 360 miles. With this one, I pay an extra $40, and I can only do a range of an extra 100 miles on it, which is not a lot. Right now, I'm only doing 13.8. Is not good at all. I mean, I thought, you know, it's a V6, a V8, you know, it's as heavy or maybe a little lighter than my old truck, because I had, you know, a bigger lift or whatever. The tires were around the same size. I thought I was gonna get a better fuel economy. I mean, in my old truck, I was getting about 14, 15 on a good day. With this, I'm getting 13.8. So I'm actually getting worse fuel economy. I'm paying more for gas because it has a bigger gas tank, a bigger capacity. So it's kind of like a lose-lose, because you're not getting that much more of a range. I mean, I wasn't buying it for fuel economy, of course not, but I thought, you know, I was going to be paying around the same price I was paying with my old truck. Great suspension. As you guys know, I did the Geyser springs in the front. I did the Deaver leaf springs on the back, so it's a little bit more planted now. But from factory, it has a great suspension for a truck. Now let's put it into perspective. Now, for a truck, this thing has a very good quality, very smooth, very, very comfortable. I've had trucks all my life. My old truck was rough, was very hard. There was a few vibrations here and there. You know, it wasn't the smoothest ride. I've driven Jeeps, they're not the smoothest ride. This thing is very, very smooth. Now, there's a little tip and trick. If you have a Raptor and you don't believe it's the smoothest ride, just go lower the PSI on the tires a little bit from what is recommended, and I think you should be good to go. From factory, you're getting Fox shocks, you're getting an amazing suspension for off-roading. I mean, this thing, you can go down and off-road like it's nobody's business, and you're gonna have a great time. We went on a hunting trip and we took the car off-roading, and let me tell you, it was one of the best rides I've ever had. It was amazing. This thing took it like a champ, on and off-road with no issues. Now, a few other things that I hate about this car are the brakes. The brakes are not the best out there. Especially if you start putting more power, you're probably going to need to upgrade brakes. Right now, they work okay, but they could be better. But there's a lot of upgrades out there that you can do for brake. It is pricey, but if you're gonna be doing a lot of speed and you're gonna be doing a lot of off-roading, you're gonna be increasing power on it, it's recommended that you get better brakes. There's very reputable brands out there that do great job and great quality, just it's gonna cost you a few $1,000s. The other thing that I hate about this car, and I'm going back and forth between like and hate, the thing that I hate about this car is the exhaust. The exhaust note on this thing does not sound good at all, and I have to admit, it's not the best sounding exhaust compared to a V8. I had a V8 before. My brother had the 6.2 liter Chevy Silverado, and that thing sounded amazing. So V8 sounds is gonna sound amazing. You can even just replace the muffler, remove the resonator, and that thing sounds like a beast. Now this, you have to probably do a little bit more work, and as you guys know, I'm gonna start with downpipes right now and see if that helps a little bit, makes it a little bit more aggressive, and maybe sound a little bit better. But all in all, my brother's has a aftermarket exhaust. I don't know what they use for their Rocky Ridge, but it has an aftermarket exhaust, and it still sounds like a lawnmower. It is what it is, but it is a great truck, and I don't mind. And this takes me to the other thing that I like, and that's basically the V6 engine. At first, I was a little skeptical. I didn't want to get the V6 because I wanted the V8. You know, I read reviews about it and people loved it, but I read people saying, you know, why get a V6, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I tested it out the first time, the Raptor that broke, and yeah, I wasn't impressed. But I gave it another shot. It was this Raptor, and I fell in love with it. It's a great engine. It has the power that you need. It has crazy torque, crazy horsepower for this type of engine. And as you guys know, it is basically a detune 4GT engine. So it does have the power. It has the potential to get tuned a lot more, as you guys will see in the near future, when I tune it and do all the performance that I'm gonna do. So it's a great engine. I mean, there's really no complaints I have about it. It's actually faster than my old V8. It's stronger than my old V8. Numbers wise, on paper, this one's better than my old V8 on the Chevy Silverado. As you guys saw at the race, I mean, it was close when a two-wheel drive between me and Jose in the 262. It just mine slipped. He jumped a few times, and then when it went all-wheel drive, I beat him both times. So the only problem was in the rolling race. You know, it took a while for it to catch that power. But other than that, it's a great engine. I'm happy with the engine. There's no complaints when it comes to that. The only complaint it is that because of that engine, I have a crappy exhaust note. But other than that, when it comes to power, totally recommend it. The other thing that I have on the list is great for off-roading, as I told you guys. It's amazing for off-roading, totally worth it. If you guys want an off-roading machine, this is one that you need to recommend. Another thing that I love about this truck is the interior. It's very spacious. As you guys know, I have two girls, I have two car seats, and still in the middle, I can fit somebody without any issues. That's one of my favorite things about this car, how big and how spacious it was in the back. As soon as I put my girls back there, I took my girls to the test drive because I wanted to make sure they were going to be comfortable, and somebody in the middle was going to be comfortable. So I took my wife, my girls, and we went on the test drive. I put both car seats in the back, I put my wife in the middle, and then the car dealer guy was in the front. And let me tell you, we fit fine, no issues. My wife was comfortable in the middle. I was comfortable in the front. The car salesman was comfortable in the front. He didn't have to move the seats. I mean, we had 5 grown men in here when we went hunting, and we all fit fine, plus all the equipment we had in the back, and no issues. Totally worth it for that. So, I mean, and inside for a truck, let's keep this in mind, it's a truck. It is very luxurious. You can't compare it to a Mercedes or anything like that, because it's comparing apples to oranges. But for a truck, it is very luxurious. It has a lot of features. I mean, cooled seats, warm seats, dual zone climate, has the panoramic on the top. Very spacious, leather, feels good, feels comfortable seats. You have navigation, Sirius XM, Apple CarPlay, everything that you want, everything that you need, you have it in this car. So the luxury inside is totally worth it. Now, the final thing in this pros and cons list is a pro and a con. You know, I love the styling of the car outside and how wide it is. And as you guys know, I leveled it out, so it's a little bit taller. So it looks amazing. It looks like a beast. But it's a con when, for example, me, when I go to Miami, it is hard for me to actually put it into parking garages. So I have to park in the streets or on, you know, street parking and stuff like that. It won't fit in parking garages. It's either too tall and too wide. So that's a big con. If you live in the city, probably not the best truck to have. For example, I went to Miami, I had to take my truck, went to a concert with my wife, and I couldn't fit in the parking garage. I had to park like a block or two away. In the parking on the streets, just leave the truck out there. And then we went to the hotel, a hotel down the road from where the concert was, and I couldn't park the car in the parking garage. So they were like, oh, well, you just have to leave it on the street in the public parking. And, you know, that's it. So it sucks, you know what I'm saying? So that's a con that you have with this truck, but it's a con that I'm willing to live with. And honestly, in all honesty, I can live with all the cons. The pros outweigh the cons big time. Anyways, so this is a highly recommended truck. If you're in the market for a truck and you want a truck that is going to hold its value pretty well, you want a truck that has all the features you'll need, great quality, great ride, you know, a few cons here and there, but really you can live with them, this is the truck to get. You get the luxury of, you know, a lot of luxury cars, and you get a truck and you get the space. So why not? So alright guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time.